Good morning. It's October 20th, and this is your daily brief in science. Here's everything you need to know. Recent research indicates that mRNA COVID-19 vaccines may enhance immune responses against tumors in cancer patients undergoing immunotherapy. A study analyzing data from over 1,000 patients with advanced non-small cell lung cancer and metastatic melanoma found vaccinated patients had median survival times of around 37 months for lung cancer and 30 to 40 months for melanoma. In contrast, unvaccinated patients showed median survival of approximately 20 to 27 months. Preclinical studies in mice demonstrated increased T-cell infiltration and cytokine production in tumors after vaccination. Human tumor samples also displayed elevated immune markers and PD-L1 levels, supporting these findings. These results are preliminary and based on small-scale observations, so further clinical trials are necessary to confirm efficacy. The research was presented at the 2025 European Society for Medical Oncology Congress, involving institutions like the University of Florida and MD Anderson Cancer Center. Funding was provided by the National Cancer Institute, and researchers involved hold patents related to UF-developed mRNA vaccines licensed to iOncology Inc. The study found that the results were consistent regardless of vaccine manufacturer, number of doses, or timing. A large-scale clinical trial through the UF-led One Florida Plus network is planned to validate these findings. Experts caution that these are early results, and ongoing research is essential to determine safety and effectiveness across different cancers and patient groups. Introducing early peanut introduction in infants has shown significant promise in reducing peanut allergies, with a study indicating over 60,000 children avoided developing allergies due to this practice. The 2015 guidelines recommended introducing peanuts between 4 and 6 months, leading to a notable decline in peanut allergy diagnoses. Despite this, adoption remains slow, with only 29% of pediatricians and 65% of allergists following the 2017 expanded guidance, mainly because of confusion and uncertainty about how to implement these recommendations outside clinical settings. In 2021, updated guidance advised parents to introduce peanuts and other allergens between 4 and 6 months without prior testing, encouraging consultation with pediatricians for personalized advice. While early allergen introduction doesn't eliminate all food allergies, the reduction in diagnosis rates suggests public health efforts and increased awareness are making a difference. Advocates see this as a meaningful step toward lowering peanut allergy prevalence nationwide. Researchers are calling for further studies to refine the timing, frequency, and dosage of allergen exposure to maximize protective effects. Despite these improvements, about 8% of U.S. children still have food allergies, with more than 2% specifically affected by peanut allergies. Health professionals, including dietitians like Tiffany Leon, have adopted early feeding practices based on current evidence, even amid initial resistance from some families. Allergy organizations emphasize that early peanut introduction is a safe and beneficial strategy to reduce allergy incidence. Since the guidelines, peanuts have shifted from the most common to the second most common food allergen in the U.S., now surpassed by eggs, reflecting changing allergen patterns. A new Phase 3 trial has shown that combining enzalutamide with leuprolide significantly improves survival in patients with biochemically recurrent prostate cancer. The EMBARK study involved over 1,000 high-risk patients and demonstrated a 40.3% reduction in the risk of death with the combination therapy. The trial's median follow-up was nearly 8 years, revealing an overall survival rate of 78.9% for the combination, compared to 69.5% with leuprolide alone. Additionally, patients on the combination experienced delayed progression to other treatments, fewer skeletal events, and longer progression-free survival. These results reinforce previous evidence that enzalutamide, alone or with leuprolide, enhances metastasis-free survival and contributed to FDA approval for high-risk non-metastatic castration-sensitive prostate cancer in November 2023. The study included patients with PSA doubling times of 9 months or less, serum testosterone at least 150 nanograms per deciliter, and specific PSA thresholds. Across all patient subgroups, the benefits of adding enzalutamide were consistent, indicating broad efficacy. The safety profile remained stable, with no new adverse signals and serious adverse events below 10%. Common side effects included hot flashes, fatigue, gynecomastia, and hypertension. Over 80 countries have approved Standi, with more than 1.5 million patients treated globally. While enzalutamide alone showed a numerical but not statistically significant reduction in death risk, these findings support early intervention in high-risk cases, given the high likelihood of progression to metastatic disease and mortality. A recent breakthrough in plasma physics could significantly advance fusion energy technology and reshape future energy production. Researchers have uncovered new insights into how microscopic events in plasma can trigger large-scale structural changes, including magnetic reconnection phenomena like solar flares. This discovery enhances our understanding of plasma behavior, which is crucial for developing stable and efficient fusion reactors. The findings come from extensive collaboration among fusion and theoretical physics experts, emphasizing the importance of scientific discourse in progress. Countries such as Great Britain and China are actively pushing fusion research forward, with China developing a portable fusion reactor as part of their efforts. These international initiatives aim to contain the immense energy released during fusion reactions, bringing practical fusion power closer to reality. The research also sheds light on controlling magnetic reconnection, which could improve the stability of fusion reactors and mitigate issues caused by solar activity. Fusion technology promises a clean, affordable energy source with minimal pollution and nuclear waste, offering a potential alternative to fossil fuels and traditional nuclear power. The advancement could accelerate the development of scalable fusion systems, making abundant energy more accessible globally. This progress underscores the importance of scientific collaboration in tackling complex problems and advancing sustainable energy solutions. A new study published in Science links long-term exposure to fine particulate air pollution, known as PM2.5, with an increased risk of developing Lewy body dementia. This neurodegenerative disease is characterized by abnormal protein buildup in the brain. The research combines large-scale epidemiological analysis of over 56 million Medicare records with animal experiments. It shows that higher levels of PM2.5 are associated with increased hospitalizations for Lewy body dementia and Parkinson's disease with dementia. In experiments, mice exposed to pollution exhibited gene activity patterns similar to those seen in human Lewy body dementia. These mice also showed brain inflammation, immune responses, and brain atrophy, especially in those with alpha-synuclein, a protein involved in the disease. The study found that PM2.5 exposure promotes the formation of a toxic-resistant strain of alpha-synuclein that spreads through the brain. Higher pollution levels were also linked to Alzheimer's-related brain changes, including amyloid and tau pathologies, regardless of genetic risk factors like the APOE epsilon 4 allele. The findings highlight the neurological risks of pollution, especially for high-risk groups, and suggest protective measures such as masks and environmental adjustments. In India, PM2.5 levels often exceed WHO safe limits, with cities like Delhi averaging 95 micrograms per cubic meter, raising concerns about long-term brain health. Experts emphasize that reducing PM2.5 pollution could be a key public health strategy to prevent or delay neurodegenerative diseases. Future research aims to identify specific harmful components within PM2.5 and explore gene-environment interactions to develop targeted prevention strategies. This has been your daily brief in science. To read more about these stories, follow the links in the episode bio. You can also subscribe to these updates via email at www.brief.news. For more daily podcasts about the topics you love, visit brief.news/podcasts. Tune in tomorrow. We'll be back with everything you need to know.